Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. Today we're discussing why witches and wizards were so afraid of Voldemort's name. As you may recall, the first time we're introduced to the evil wizard who murdered Harry's family, it is not as Lord Voldemort or even the Dark Lord, but as you-know-who and he who must not be named. In talking with Hagrid at the Leaky Cauldron at the beginning of the Philosopher's Stone, followed by many other conversations with others in the wizarding world, Harry quickly learns that no one refers to this most evil of wizards by his actual name. Now, don't get me wrong, being afraid of Voldemort himself makes plenty of sense. As one of, if not the darkest and most evil wizard of all time, the man was absolutely terrifying. Even before his appearance began to resemble that of a snake. I mean, he murdered a lot of people, Muggles and magical folk alike, and what was truly horrifying was how little he seemed to care, killing off people like he was swatting away irritating little insects. What's more, is that a lot of the murders he committed, or had his Death Eaters commit for him, had little consequence. Sure, he killed a handful of people in an attempt to become immortal through the creation of his Horcruxes, but he also just killed people, period. So to be afraid of the Dark Lord was, of course, completely understandable. But the question today is why in Merlin's Beard were people so afraid of his name? Aside from the fact that I think Voldemort quite liked it that way, it was a true testament to how much terror he had brought into the wizarding world. I think the answer to this question can be traced back to European folklore. In stories of old, not just in Britain, there are many fairy tales and accounts of vengeful or evil spirits who are said to appear at the mention of their name. One popular tale of this sort that you've likely heard of is the one of Bloody Mary. As the legend goes, this spirit will appear if a person repeats her name over and over again in front of a mirror, and so I think it's rather likely that it was in this tradition that witches and wizards were wary about saying Voldemort's name. Perhaps they believed him to be so powerful that if they were to say his name, he would be conjured before their very eyes. Of course, throughout the Harry Potter series, we see the wizarding world begin to embrace the use of Voldemort's name, giving rise to witches and wizards taking the power back that he once held over their fears. Unfortunately, as Voldemort began his second rise to power later in the series, he doesn't seem to appreciate the fact that so many had become comfortable saying his name again. So, as a response, in the Deathly Hallows, he gives people a real reason to be afraid of saying his name out loud, as he puts a taboo curse on the name Voldemort, which enabled his army of Death Eaters to locate any witch or wizard who uttered the name Voldemort aloud. And with that, we've come to the end of another video. What did you think? Do you agree with me? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, remember, it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live.